The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, everybody, welcome to Monday post-Survivor Series edition of Bucklebomb Entertainment Live. I am your host out of Syracuse, New York, where there is snow in the forecast overnight. And
that explains why we're getting a cold front, damn it.
Listen, cold to you guys down there is what, 60?
Yes. If it's below 70, it's cold. Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Orlando from Fort Lauderdale. Yes, from Florida, where it's supposed to be always summer down here every day. It only gets affected when y'all in the north get a cold front and it comes down all the way down here.
Listen, it's wintertime. Deal with it.
I
Deal with
know.
your 60-degree weather while we're teetering on the verge of what temperature freezes that water at.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that saves a little bit of AC, like, electricity.
Yeah. But instead we're running the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, do we have to talk about this, the pay-per-view?
Listen, we got 43 minutes till Monday Night Raw when Vince is going to be conducting his investigation. But let's start out with some good news, or at least a congratulations to one Mr. Randy Orton. He now has the most pay-per-view appearances for WWE. I believe it is at 176, and so that's a big congrats to him.
Yeah, and he beat Kane for that record. So, hey there, Jeff. What's up? Mm-hmm. So he beat Kane. That he had like a 20-year career, and Randy is like getting to his 20th year. So, like, can you imagine that? Like, he kind of like he did miss certain pay-per-views and stuff. So, like, so it's amazing just to see that he was able to beat this record. So, I don't know who may beat it. I mean, if Roman wants to be in the long haul, I mean, he could, or, I mean, we'll get to another stat. We should also say congratulations to Natalya. She also most pay-per-views, I think, for a woman.
She's got to be, if not her, maybe one of the Bella Twins.
Yeah, well, she already beat the Bella Twins now because now she has because honestly, like, she's the longest tenured woman. I can't really think of another woman that's been there longer than her.
The only one off the top of my head, without looking up stats, I would say at least would be close, would be Trish.
Yeah, well, because like Trish is the greatest, and like she's they've been giving her everything since she started, so of course she was gonna have that kind of record. But kudos to Natalya, probably one of the probably like maybe one of the 4 horsewomen will beat her in that record soon.
Maybe Charlotte. Well, there's an article here by the Sports Star printed a couple months ago.
Oh, look, Brian just said, look, it's most pay-per-views. There it goes. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, Trish is at number 7 with only 42, tied with Naomi at 42. Becky's at 43, Bayley 43, Sasha in third at 45. Charlotte is at 57, Natalya's at 67.
See? So if Charlotte still stays, then she'll probably be the one to beat it. So if not her, then Sasha.
Yeah. Brian was right. Depending if Charlotte leaves WWE at some point, which, at this point could be a coin flip.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But it's good to see like certain people making history, especially like women, like, making history, like, so.
Yes.
So kudos to them.
Yeah, Brian just chimed in saying Randy has 177, he believes. I couldn't remember if 176 was the tie or the tiebreaker. So, yeah, it could be 177.
No, I think he tied with Kane, and now he broke it because he just had his Survivor Series appearance. Yeah. So,
Yeah, let's get that monstrosity out of the way.
Right. Sorry, I'm just reading a little comment that Brian just put.
Yeah, well, Brian's comment, if rumors are true, she's not going. We'll get to that later. We'll touch on that a little bit.
We'll get into that.
I mean, Survivor Series this year just wasn't really buffed up to anything. It just seems like something on the to-do list.
It's just that it wasn't bad. It's just the timing was off, and there was weird bookings. It's just like you could have easily booked the men and women's elimination match better than what they did. Like to have Sasha get eliminated. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but they should have just ended it with Sasha versus Bianca. Like, you saw the crowd erupt when they were in the ring together during their during the elimination match. So, I felt bad for the other girls, and also, guys, CM Punk is now wrestling again. So can we stop with the CM Punk chants? Like, come on, dude. Like, you could do something else. Like, it annoyed me with the wave. Like, but you know what? Somebody pointed out. Like, I was like in this group chat, and then they were just like saying, "Well, if you give him a shitty booking, then of course you're gonna get that type of reaction from the crowd." Which I get that, So.
Yeah. At least he's getting cheered in one company.
Yeah.
Let me say one other thing that annoys me as well. I don't believe they did it last. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but at least 2 of the last 3 years. The first elimination on the men's side is just someone just giving up. We had KO just kind of walk to the back, get counted out, and then of course we had Seth Rollins just pretty much lay down and go ahead and pin me.
But the problem is that they did a lot of countouts and DQ finishes, which is, I think, what it is just like, I think WWE needs to have a time where they don't do those type of finishes. Like, you don't have to do a count out. Like, you know what? Have them have a great match. Whoever wins, wins, I mean, we'll probably have a debate of like, oh, this person should have won. I'd rather have that type of debate than like having a debate about like, why they do that type of booking to make them both look bad. Like with the Shinsuke and Damien match, it just like he had a great win streak record, Damien, and now he just screwed that up with that DQ finish. I just
But great way to turn heel.
Yeah, I guess. We'll see, like, depending on who he feuds next. I mean, if they want him to feud with Finn, I mean, that would be a good choice. And then, like, if Finn wants to win the U.S. title, I mean, that's a belt that he hasn't won, so that's another accomplishment.
Yeah, and, when you have Bobby and Drew getting counted up, they got a great history together. Mm-hmm. They're not going to fight each other anytime soon. Now they're on different brands.
But the crowd was not feeling it. Like, there were moments where, like, you thought, like, how they were booking it, they wanted the crowd to, like, really pop. So when I didn't even hear the crowd, like the audio also was really off too. I don't know if that was done on purpose because they thought like, oh, we're in Brooklyn. So I bet Vince was like, oh, those people are going to try to take over my show. Oh, So like, mm-hmm. So yeah.
And of course, my opinion, the match that should have, if not main event, have been second to last. You have Becky and Charlotte, which is really the only match they've been booking, had any kind of storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just irked I really love that match between oh, hey.
No fear, the Walshmaster is here. How are y'all doing?
We are good.
You know what that means.
All right, so we're in the middle talking about Survivor Series last night. Becky and Charlotte leading off. Should it have main evented, or at least been right before main event?
This is. I think I was talking to a friend of mine just hours before the pay-per-view started, and the rumors was it would be main eventing. Then they'd changed their mind, and obviously the reports this morning that it was a complete mix-up that they weren't going to main event. Is that going into that match? It summarized ultimately how important and how reliable we are on wrestling reports and sort of the dirt sheets right now, that we had more vested interest in essentially a shoot feud between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch than we were on a storied rivalry versus Big E and Roman Reigns. So obviously, the Becky versus Charlotte, in my opinion, match of the night. Second only to the Pizza Hut Battle Royal. Sorry, Dwayne.
Really?
I'm sure Dwayne watched that match in the gym this morning and thought, God damn, why are they promoting pizza when there should be my Battle Royal? But yeah, match of the night. You could tell from the opening bell that there was genuine heat and genuine shoot elements to it.
Yeah, Jeff agrees with you. See, look at that. See
the finish. The finish, yeah.
No, I actually like it because because technically they're both heels. So and you know what, Becky always ones up Charlotte, so that's the reason why.
I mean, they're both. I think Becky was a tweener. I think Charlotte was definitely the heel in the match. I think Becky's.
No. Everybody hated Charlotte. Look, regardless of whoever faces Charlotte, I think people are going to probably cheer the other person rather than Charlotte. You know, like Charlotte is automatic heat right now. Like with all the dirt sheets that they're saying that she's very difficult, and then she did that interview where she's like saying, if I was a man, would you be saying the same thing? I'm just like, no, that's not what it is. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with your gender, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And you know, their storied history goes all the way back to November 2015 and the glory days of the NXT. And you know, even that package to open the match, you know, as they went down WrestleMania 35 at the MetLife, and they went down, you know, all the times that, you know, they've weaved in and out. SummerSlam 2018, the birth of the man, to all the way up to that point, and you know, it's.
No, I agree with Brian.
You
don't agree with that?
It's a work shoot. Come on.
No, it's a work shoot. Yeah. No. The match itself, that was a shoot match. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. They probably hated each other. They did something to really hate each other. And if you look at it, Charlotte, whenever she gets pissed off, she has amazing matches with people. Look at the last several matches she's had for the last several months. The woman, when she's pissed off, she becomes like this person that like she puts it on.
She hits next level.
Yeah, exactly. She hits the next level, like, you know.
Sir, that's because she's the best in the business.
Of course.
That's why she has all the great matches.
You know, and you know, look, I just, you know, to me it's just like, and especially when they were pulling each other's hair, I was just like, ooh, there's like, I cringed a lot during this match. I never cringed in a match, except it was like an extreme or ladder match or something like that. But this match made me cringe, and it was just like, damn.
Do you know what made me cringe just a little bit? And I thought about it, and you know, some of the photography that has come out this morning. What was Becky Lynch wearing? Was that, you know, Britney Spears cosplay? Was that
no. Well, actually, I just found out that people were saying that both of them were dressed up as Wanda and Agatha. Mm-hmm. So they were playing off the WandaVision like storyline thing. Which, you know, if you look at it, it is kind of like that, where it's just like Agatha was helping Wanda, and then she turned on Wanda after, you know, she was getting big power. So.
Orlando, she looked like Britney Spears. Can we go with that analogy? Thank you.
All the way. Minus the headpiece, total Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Anyways, you just want to like talk about Britney Spears. Is that what it is?
Orlando, I'm just deep down. I'm just toxic, you know.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Becky Two Cheeks. Thank you.
I mean, she has the cheeks to show for it. So, anyways,
should we move on?
Yeah.
Of course, we did have that, you know, big battle royal as well. The Pizza Hut battle royal, almost coming out on top.
Oh, wait, hold up. Before we could continue, this comment right here from Brian. I mean, yeah, you don't come on now. It's just like, oh my god, that's funny.
Going back to that, let me ask one thing: has there ever been any time when people really hate each other backstage and they just promote it so much on air?
No.
Well, no, they have a few. No, you know what? Now that they're doing the ruthless aggression, the Matt Hardy Edge storyline, they really advertised that. And they hated each other at that time because of Lita.
Yeah, that's only because fans kind of forced them to bring back Matt Hardy.
Exactly, and those were different times. I mean, like even the sheets weren't that much of a thing, and ECW One Night Stand happened, and there was other factors at play. But yeah, it's. I'll talk about ruthless aggression in a bit, but that the Pizza Hut, Dwayne the Rock Johnson Battle Royal thing, whatever that was. What a performance by Omos! Like I've never ever watched a battle royal like that, where with such a overwhelming, just a destructive performance by Omos. Obviously, it's to protect him because he can't take a bump yet. But my word, the way that he just casually eliminated one after another. I think he got up to 8 or 9 out of the 25. What a performance!
Yeah. I didn't really care for that match. Like honestly, I don't get why they needed to give him that win. I mean, it was pointless. I mean, if they wanted to give him a win, they could have easily just had him have a match. Yes or no?
Yeah, but in Survivor Series, they couldn't have put him with the Street Profits. Well, they couldn't really put him with the Usos because obviously it was brand supremacy between Raw and SmackDown. So, and bearing in mind, earlier on last week, that Battle Royal was meant to be a tag team Battle Royal until firings happened and the Hit Row decided to be fired. So, it's the who will be released next match. I mean, the fact they were able to put on Survivor Series quite literally 3 days after Superstars survived the latest round of cuts. I mean, that was a bit of a deep one, but it's rather sad. Gary Joe coming in. I'm probably going off topic, but I'm dying to hear Orlando's reaction with Gresham opening his own wrestling promotion next January.
Well, we'll get into that. Let's. We're still talking about WWE, but thank you very much, Gary, for.
We'll hold that. We'll hold that.
Yes.
Well,
thank you very much.
Fun spots with the pizza. Bearing in mind, all night they flirted with Dwayne and the egg. Don't forget about the egg. And obviously the Red Notice film. Genuinely anticlimactic. But they saved
so here's my theory, though. Here's the thing, because the reason why, because they first had it advertised per the reports, is that Becky Lynch versus Charlotte was supposed to be the main event, and then like some hours later they decided to switch it. So I thought, because then you see Vince McMahon, he's there. Now they're talking about The Rock's 25th anniversary. You're just like, oh, so maybe The Rock is going to appear, So, and then they do something where it's about his movie, like a prop from his movie,
I
mean,
using common sense, you'd think, oh, maybe the egg that he's got, maybe that's the prize for the Battle Royal, or that Dwayne comes out and gives him the egg, or something like that. But it's a fucking golden egg, is what it is.
It's the $1 million golden egg.
No, $100 million. $100 million.
And then like a lot of people were putting on Twitter, like that's the reason why like people got fired because of that. I like that.
And I hate to say this, Gary, but there are rumors going around the dirt sheets that this is the way to bring Rock vs. Roman in at WrestleMania.
Exactly. That
could
be the story.
I mean, because that's where it's like it's starting, because like Vince is there first, and then Vince started talking with Roman, and then he brings up the egg that is from The Rock's movie. So like the seeds were being planted there, Wow. Oh, that's nice, Gary. That's nice.
I saw a meme this afternoon that already the golden egg is all elite. So it's
No, a lot of people were putting like the egg as like what was it? The gobbledygooker's like child or something. There's like so many theories. There's like so many theories about the egg. Oh my god,
it's ridiculous. But I think it's a lovely reminder.
Survivor Series. RK Bro versus Usos.
That was an okay match. I wanted the Usos to win, but
Oh, come on! The Usos weren't going to win last night. I mean, it was Randy Orton's moment. He's overtaken Kane for the most pay-per-views matches, and yeah, congratulations, Randall Keith Orton.
Well, because like the story that we're kind of telling was just like it's Riddle that's losing a lot for the team. So I thought they were continuing with that, so that because they're going to be facing each other at WrestleMania. That's the obvious one-on-one match for them. Because like it's already written right there. Because like Randy Orton is already getting pissed off with Riddle's character, which is understandable. He could be an annoyance. So I'm just waiting for him to just beat the shit out of him.
I don't see that as a Mania match, though. I really don't. I mean, as much as we're in.
I'm thinking it happens before that. I'm thinking they have their one-on-one at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Day one pay-per-view, I believe, is when they lose the titles.
Yeah, I can totally see that. And I think drop them to the Street Profits again, or the New Day. I think certainly the competition, and I can't believe I'm saying these words right now in November 2021. The competition for Raw tag teams at the moment does seem to be, roasting up a little bit. We've got the Viking Raiders in that Battle Royal. Don't forget about them on the red brand. So, they've got options to play with, and certainly I hope that they utilize them. But yeah, I don't be surprised New Year's Day, new tag team titles, or even at Christmas, because I do like a good old festive title change around then.
Oh, we'll see.
And the main event, the only match that SmackDown wins.
Well, Nakamura won his match via DQ.
On the main card, we have Roman Reigns defeating Big E.
Do you know what status that they just said? The Universal Champion has beaten the WWE Champion every single time. Every single time. And you know who were the champions? Twice was Brock, and twice now Roman.
That's that doesn't add up. I mean, it was. At one point, building up to this, and Sarah, you said this in our sort of one of our build-up episodes on the Chop Shop, is that we were expecting a major title switch to change up that match going into it, but we never got it, and it genuinely was an anticlimactic main event. I think we all had our hopes that something would come to an end with the egg, or Dwayne would show up, or something would happen. I mean, it's a big four. You've got to have that OMG moment, but it never came. Roman won quite convincingly. It was a good match, good showing for Big E. But like, I think, in my opinion, Big E should have gone over.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, like, honestly, like, this is the most I've seen Big E really, like, because like I was a little concerned like from the start of the match, but then as Big E was like kind of like hulking up in a sense, like taking some of like Roman's offense. Like it was like I was getting impressed, like So I'm ecstatic just to see who he'll be facing now for the title, just to see, because I mean it's gonna be Seth Rollins. It looks like they're pushing that until day one, unless they want to do it.
He earned the contract to face him, so
yeah. So I don't know if they want to do that like at a special Raw, like for the holidays, or they want to do it at day one because like Kevin Owens is still there too. So I mean. His contract is coming up in January.
Well. Kevin Owens walking out of the men's match. That was that certainly was a start to a 5v5. Tito Santana. Oh no! Rick Martel tips his hat and says, "Congratulations, sir. Well done for walking out on your team there." I mean, is this a work? Was that a shoot? We'll find out in weeks to come whether Kevin Owens becomes all elite or not. Which
I think he will be. I think he will. No. Like, look, honestly, I think he could easily just walk out. Like he had a great relationship with Vince McMahon. I think he likes him. He probably just wants to leave, and maybe now he just wants to had lesser dates because, like, I think maybe the schedule is like that's always the thing when it comes to. There's some people that leave because of the WWE schedule, as well as creative, So those are always the two big things that a lot of people leave out of WWE from. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just wants to leave and then, just bring back the, what is it called? The Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
So Orlando, you brought up, a special Raw or whatever coming up. AEW did announce Winter is Coming will return Wednesday, December 15th. I believe that's likely when we'll see Danielson versus Page.
You think so? Well, is it going to be live? Did they say it's live?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the Dynamite. So that's live.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Well, then you know what? Then if they decide to do it there, then you could do CM Punk versus MJF at the first Dynamite on TBS. For the debut episode of TBS. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I mean,
I was thinking about this on the way here. I'd imagine they'll be doing an anniversary show in honor of Brody Lee during December or over the holiday period. So don't be surprised in an episode of Dynamite around Christmas and New Year, we could see Page have a convincing title defense around then. So maybe then, maybe not. We'll see. But
what are they going to do? They already did a memorial show for him in October. Are they going to do another one in December?
Yeah. Well, no, but they said that in December they're going back to Daly's Pace for the end of the year. So December 29th, I think it is. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they could squeeze in a little tribute if they wanted to. I think they wanted to do that because they were in his hometown. So Wait. Let me read this here. Wait, it says, do you guys know that Effie got arrested for weed in Atlanta? He was in the Barclays Center. I just saw pictures that he was in Survivor Series. Okay, maybe it was today. I don't know. Please let us know.
Mm-hmm. Back in October, I think, from what my research is, for 0.02 ounces of marijuana.
Oh.
I don't know how you can get 0.02 of an ounce of anything.
I like this person's theory. It says, do you guys see they post today saying that what will happen this year? Totally see the debut of Waldman, which is Bray Wyatt, if everybody doesn't know who.
Wyndham Rotunda, yeah. I mean, that's what we were waiting for. Rumor on one hand saying it could go into Impact, the other saying it would be AEW, but I think
right now he's doing a movie, so I'm excited about that, though. I'm excited for his movie coming out soon. I bet it's probably a horror. I could totally.
No, he's going to do Orlando. He's going to do a rom-com where he finds his true love, but they go apart and they have to reach out and they fall in love again. But can they kiss at midnight and fall in love and true love will live forevermore? That's going to be the story.
I mean,
produced by WWE Film.
I mean, if it's a monster, it's a monster love story, then I could see him do that. Then yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's go back to Gary's earlier comment. Orlando, thoughts on Gresham starting his own promotion?
I think it's smart. I think for Jonathan Gresham to actually do like a promotion under his name, I think that will help not only for wrestlers, but maybe help to build a new company. Mm-hmm. Now I'm hoping that he's gonna try to see if he could get the money to get the backing, and also get support from other wrestlers, so that way this could succeed. Because I'm all for it. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him helping out, other wrestlers to get their names out there. What do you guys think?
I mean, Jonathan Gresham, what can you say? I mean, a true professional of the industry. I mean, Ring of Honor, pure champion, Ring of Honor tag team champion. I'm just double checking his history. I'm sure he was in WWE for 5 minutes. He was in TNA. He was in CCW. Yeah,
he actually trained somebody. I think it was. I think they said that he trained with somebody. I forgot who, but yeah. But I mean, look. I mean, if he could run a promotion and then go to other promotions, I wouldn't mind that.
He was trained under Mr. Hughes, better known to you and I as what was he known as?
So I know him as Mr. Hughes from way back in the day.
Oh yeah, Mr. Hughes from WCW and the WWF. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at a picture and I thought, is that Slick? Is that somebody that I've completely forgotten? No, that is Mr. Hughes.
Yeah. Now, also, you have to think about it. This could also be like a promotion to really help out, a lot of POCs, a lot of, like black wrestlers getting noticed, other other people that probably don't have like TV time. Maybe he'll help them out to get some TV time and stuff. I mean, I'm just wondering if he's going to get a deal with Fight and stuff. So it's just new. So he's just starting. So we'll just see it, so we'll see what will happen.
I've got some news of my own. Certainly wrestling news that I've picked up in the last 7 days or so. First and foremost, Ruthless Aggression Season 2 has finally dropped on the WWE Network. Orlando, you watched a few episodes yesterday.
I only watched right now. I just watched the Rock's episode, and then I saw the women's episode, the one about the first revolution, which they're trying to say that they kind of started it. Like, whatever. Anyway, I like it. I actually think like they actually kind of like really said like, oh well, our women back in the day they didn't have the time, like they actually said it, like they was like they didn't have the time, but they actually shine bright. They were doing a lot of innovative stuff back in the day, so I was like, okay. At least
all episodes are now available on the WWE Network, so be sure I'll be tucking into them. I mean, what frustrated me the most is that they promised us so much in April and May that we'd get season 2 of Ruthless Aggression, that they'd get a documentary about was it Ivar, the long-standing fan, and his I can't remember what his name is.
I think I think it was supposed to be him as well. Well, yeah.
Was it the guy that's with every single WrestleMania?
But that was like around the time when the pandemic was happening. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened. So that's why they couldn't like release them.
So they promised us that, plus a whole other load of documentaries. So
they also had like the Nexus documentary that they already taped. They haven't really released that yet. So I'm waiting to hear about that. So
something to still look forward to,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so we got that. Peacock has now launched in the United Kingdom. So you guys could be seeing the beginning of the end of the WWE Network in the UK. I mean, it's only on Sky Television here at the moment, but it's NBC Universal. It's starting to go global.
Yeah, we could thank the Fast and the Furious franchise for giving them billions of dollars. So, but look. On all honesty, that's the thing. Is like this is how this is how it's going to work with the market now. A lot of them are going to have streaming services. Like they're going to try to get content. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Media calls up Tony Khan and be like, okay, it looks like you have maybe enough content that we can add to, HBO Max to appeal to, to AEW fans because, look, $15.99, that's not so bad instead of paying $50 for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a lot more better than like, getting than WWE's deal where Peacock is almost free for most people. Or if they have like Xfinity, like Comcast cable, they get the Peacock for free.
Yeah. Now you're talking German to us. Like we've only just got Peacock, Orlando. Don't stop alienating us. We've got enough streaming services over here. We've got enough. Although I guess quite a lot of upset in the British circles this week that the Harry Potter reunion special will be on HBO Max on New Year's Day, and I was like, okay, well, where are you gonna fucking watch it then?
Well, they're going to be launching HBO Max over there too soon.
I know, but obviously we don't know when, so we'll find out. I guess my last bit of news that I guess I can come in with as we throw forward to Raw. Who do we think has got the golden egg?
You know what I'm hoping? You know what I'm hoping for? Because I'm actually seeing the chat because they're saying about what do you think Triple H's position is? I'm thinking that this whole egg thing is not about The Rock, it's more about Triple H. And I'm thinking that Triple H is probably going to be doing something with his father-in-law to see about maybe trying to control the company. They're going to do a story because you know what? This honestly, like I think Triple H should take over. Like this, what Vince McMahon is doing and Nick Khan, like all these releases, is just it really is like really irking me, and it's irking a lot of people in the wrestling community. You know, like how like they fired over 70 plus people. You know, uh huh. Wow. Okay.
I've got a golden egg now. I've got a golden egg. Stay with my way.
We got a Willy Wonka reference. Oh, you know they're gonna probably do that as a comedy bit. I could see R-Truth doing something like that. Oh god.
Oh god, yes.
Drake Maverick would have been perfect for that type of gimmick. Oh, but anyways.
Drake Maverick. Do you know, a friend said to me this afternoon, he said, it could be Vince. It could be Vince all along. I mean, come on. It's professional wrestling. All bollocks are good bollocks,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking like this egg thing is not setting up The Rock. I mean, they already planted the seed, but I think it's something else that they're going to probably do.
Well, I think if they were going to give us Dwayne against Roman, I think to set it up around an egg is such a vague, such a terrible starting point to get to. Like, at least what 10 years ago, 2011, they gave us The Rock versus John Cena, and they told us when we were going to get it. And yeah, they gave us Survivor Series 2011 and all of that, and the Miz and R-Truth teaming up. Yeah, that was terrible, but at least we knew the direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple other big news bits here. We only got a couple minutes left. Kenny Omega today vacating the AAA Mega Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Sad news.
Rest up, champ. Rest up, the man that had professional wrestling at his shoulders. Literally, time for you to get that rest, my friend. I mean,
he was doing a meet and greet over here in the United Kingdom over the weekend. I think with Dr. Britt Baker and a few others. So you can see he's starting to sort of take his foot off the gas a little bit and sort of relax into the end of the year. I mean, what Kenny Omega has given to 2021 is nothing short of exceptional. He has carried the pandemic era. He has carried AEW on his back by holding that AEW world title. And now that it's off, the pressure is off. And unfortunately, he is injured and can't defend that AAA title. Yeah. He can finally reset. He can take some time off and then come back and still be arguably one of the best wrestlers alive. So
and also let's not forget he actually put Impact back in the map. Like a lot of people are talking about Impact now thanks to Kenny Omega. Like I haven't watched Impact since I think probably 2015. I think I keep up in it every now and then. Like I haven't really watched the full episode, but ever since Kenny Omega became champion, that's where I got intrigued with Impact again. And then they actually started really being impressive now that Kenny Omega and nobody from AEW is involved with their product. You know, now they brought in. Oh yeah, by the way, they did do Turning Point. That was a good pay-per-view, I have to say. The women are doing history now. They're going to have the first ever Ultimate X match. So kudos for the Knockouts to have history once again. We're going to have Deanna versus Mickie James 2. So I'm excited for that in January. Yeah, and then Joe Hahn, formerly known as Bronson Reed, he just debuted in Impact. So now I'm excited just to see what he could do there. You know,
a couple of big injuries being pointed out. The Bucks and Butcher as well injured, missing some time.
All except the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks can, you know.
But Nick and Matt Jackson are similar to Kenny Omega. Now that they've got Adam Cole, baby, they can take their foot off the gas now because you've got Adam Cole who is known for carrying factions along with him and.
But Kenny didn't say that to Adam Cole, and that's gonna bite him in the ass. They planted a seed right there, though, because like when Adam Cole was like, "Don't worry, I got you," and he's like, "Oh no, I'm talking about the Bucks." That was that was so wrong for him to do that. So you know for a fact that either he's creating Mount Rushmore or he's getting Undisputed Era to fight with Kenny and the Bucks.
Bobby Fish is there. Oh,
yeah, I know.
The evidence is pointing the way.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly is going. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people thinking that he may resign now. I mean, the only person I feel like will resign with WWE is maybe Johnny Gargano. Because I think
I can see Strong resigning as well.
Double or Nothing, Cold Omega, yes or no, Sarah?
No, I don't see it.
Depends on Omega's health.
Yeah, and they have to start building it. But you know what? I think Adam Cole has to win the title for them to face each other.
Yeah.
Because then he will be like, "Look, I'm the man now. Like, you're now crippled or broken, whatever." Did they ever have a match together? I'm trying to think. Cole versus Omega. I may have to look through it.
So also interview with Jeff Hardy today. Said he wants a Hardy Boys reunion, whether it's there or here. He wants a reunion before they both retire.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he was saying the other day he wants to bring Willow back into WWE. Wouldn't that be an interesting turn? I mean, even the reception he got being a part of the 5v5 shows
he's still popular, though. He's still popular.
For all that it's worth, The Rock debuted in Survivor Series 1996. Jeff Hardy's a 26-year veteran. He's been at the company longer, albeit with a stop off over in TNA, but he's been in the wrestling game longer than The Rock has. So,
Sarah, here's a comment. I remember Roger Strong. He did resign when he came back.
Yeah.
So he's still there. So I mean, unless if they let him go, I mean, I don't know.
Big news out of today. Being reported that Andrade has unfollowed Charlotte Flair on Twitter.
I don't know about that.
See Moody in the El Idolo household.
Trouble in paradise.
Look, here's the thing. I think Andrade really wants Charlotte to leave WWE, but I don't think Charlotte wants to leave WWE yet. Or maybe she's just enjoying her time there. So I don't know. Like,
I mean, she's enjoying great with her best friend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, it could be just maybe something silly. Maybe it could be that they're just getting tired of people tagging them both always, or something else. I don't know.
All right, and we'll close out the show with one last tidbit. News, not really good or bad. You could say maybe more good than bad. Chris Jericho announced today the Rock and Wrestling Rager SC #4, titled 4-Leaf Clover, will be happening in March of 2022. So a little bit. Okay. Usually it's in October. This year they're going with a March.
That's smart. Okay.
Yeah, so the Jericho Cruise, be prepared to get your tickets early.
It's on my bucket list of things I definitely want to do when I finally invade America. But you guys are coming over here to the UK to come to the UK show, aren't you?
Who unfollows your lover?
All right, guys. Have a great rest of your night. We will see you Friday. No Wednesday or Thursday show with the holiday. So, yeah, we'll see you guys Friday night live at 7 p.m.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Bye-bye.